Okay, epilogue, or part 3. So there you go. That's why I call Joni Jarvis of Human Resource Department of U.S. Ecology a monster. Because the things that I have, the effects on people's lives that I've seen her perpetrate because of her discrimination. Oh, and by the way, Joni, it says right here, U.S. Ecology is an equal opportunity employer. Well, thanks to you, no, they're not. And now you know they're going to see this, because it's going on YouTube. And the world's going to see this. The world. Yeah. The things you've done, the families you've destroyed, all because of your petty prejudice, because your preference for humans in your community. It's not your community. It's ours. It's all of ours. Okay? Everyone here has a stake in this community. There's no passive participants here. Everyone has a stake, just like I explained. The schools, the banks, the restaurants, all the businesses. All depend on revenue. Just think the community depends on taxes that are created from that revenue when local people spend their money locally. But when there's no local money to be made, to be spent, they don't get taxes. Okay? We're not represented well. We're not represented enough in government because we have little taxes, thanks to you and your discrimination. Okay? That's just what's going on. And the people I've seen, and you're right, okay, I'll give it to you. I may be, a puke or this and that, or a drug freak or that, which I'm not, by the way. I don't do drugs, okay? And if you think so, because someone told you or this and that, oh God, the things I've heard about you wouldn't believe it. Just appalling, embarrassing things. But I don't repeat rumors and this and that, unless it's me doing them or I'm watching there. I don't even trust video. YouTube's pretty good, but still, you know what I mean. Have you ever been in my house pulling weird sex acts or blowing lines or playing the glass whistle? You know what I mean? No, you haven't. No one has. No one. Because no one's been past my doorstep. Okay? How do you know what I'm like? How do you know that the 20 and 30 other families that you destroyed? You destroyed them. That's all there is to it. By your actions, by your discrimination. And that's the deal. And you're not the only one. I ain't going to say that, but by God, you're the main one. That's the main employer besides the Peak, and nobody really gets there. For obvious reasons. And look what the Peak has done to some of the people in this community. So I'll give you a little bit, but no, not a lot. Not from what I've seen you do. I mean, the alcoholics and their kids that you've hired. Really? And I know where you get them because you hanged out down there at the saloon. And all your drinking buddies, your Pizzos, your Funky Brothers and their kids, that's who you hire. Of all the ridiculous people, I'll give you one name. Robert. What were you thinking? Number one. Number two, you do realize that if you had participated in building a better community, he could have been able to seek the help that he needed as opposed to you helping him there by giving him a job there. There was no hope for him. But if the community was a little better structured, with a little more prosperity, he'd have had probably a pretty good chance. But no. You hired that man over a man with 5 kids that had been married for 30 years. I've applied to you 4 times. 4 times now. Yet every single time I've seen either your drinking buddy or your drinking buddy's kids being hired down there at U.S. Ecology. Is that equal opportunity employment? Is it, Joni? No, it's not. Look at the damage you've done. Heinous, horrible acts. Marriages destroyed. Kids scattered to the 4 winds. Destroyed. Thanks to you. You, Joni. You. Not just some folks. Not just them couple of people. You specifically. You're sitting there playing your little tin pot God games. doling out prosperity or poverty as you see fit, who are you to say that? Who are you to judge? You knew none of those people. You knew none of them. Or at least very few. You don't know me. We met once, and that was that ill-fated interview the first time. Oh yeah, we met twice. Then there was the other interview. Why that happened, I don't even know. And there was nothing wrong with that. Just everybody thought I was a kook, or this and that, because of my appearance. Let me tell you something, young Jarvis. Okay, I have a right to do that. It's guaranteed to me, the First Amendment of the Constitution. Okay, I'm a veteran. I defended that right. What have you done for it? What have you and your friends done for it? I haven't seen anything to denote where you should be the one to decide life or death, fate or foul, fair or foul. Look at the lives you set down the road. And like I said, God, if you believe in God, you know, I'm 50-50. I have faith, I don't have religion. Might have sent you these people because they needed help, not help, but assistance, or, you know, they're not getting you for help. They're looking for you a job just to get along. And he might have sent them to you so you could brighten your soul, so you could improve yourself, to be a better person, to be magnanimous and selfless, and contribute to someone that just might needed a break, just needed that one little break to really set his life into a whole different direction. And they came to you, and look what direction they went. That's why you're a monster, Joni Jarvis. You are a monster. You may be good looking, whatever you call it, outside. You have the blackest soul I've seen, and I've looked into your eyes, and I can see your soul. I have a knack for that. Ask anyone that knows me. Ask any of them. Ask my kids. I can see your heart right through your eyes. I've been doing it for years. That's why I'm so good at it. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person. And you have a black, darkened soul. And an evil heart, flat out, no question. And there's a lot of people that think that. Just think of how many people applied for this job. Where's my thing? How many people from Pahrump, from all over. God, how many resumes did you get in your email in this day and age? And you're going to tell me the only person you could find qualified was the person you found? And I know who it is. How heinous, how despicable. You're an animal of the worst kind. Look at that. You've destroyed children. You've destroyed marriages. You know, where do I put you? With the pedophiles? You mentally raped these people's children. That's what you've done. Look at the attitudes you've created by being such a horrible person. You and your little pedestal that you think you're on. And let me tell you what, anywhere else, you wouldn't be there. And that goes for a lot of the other people around here in Beatty, Nevada, right? The only way they are where they're at is by heaping the bones and the ashes of their victims to climb on to get there. That's them, and that's you. That is you, period. I got here 12 years ago, and I saw you. You were working down at the Rebel, or wherever it was back then, 76. Yeah, I was here for that. Remember that, Joni? And yet you have the damn gall to judge the people you have judged in the manner that you have judged them? You're a heinous, horrible individual and a monster. I'm telling my children, and I'm telling everybody I know what my opinion and my feelings are about you, Joni Jarvis. And I tell you what, here it is. Public record, anybody can see. These are placarded all over town. They were all over in the Beatty paper, Amargosa, all those places. So I'm not exposing anything. I'm not doing anything illegal. I know this. I'm stating my opinion about you and this company, U.S. Ecology, the equal opportunity employer. No, they're not. Thanks to you. So, like I said, anytime you feel a need, hey, I'm ready. Alright? So, there it is in a nutshell. Well, a couple of nutshells. And these are long videos. And I'm getting choked up again. You know, all I was just a fella trying to get along, raise my kids, and have them contribute to the community that they live in. They never got that chance. And like I said, it ain't just you, but you're the main man, woman, whatever. And to all the rest of them, and they'll all see this video probably. You know who you are. Your monsters will ride along next to her. You horrible, horrible people. To just sit there and watch someone die. Literally. Horrible thing. I don't know what's going to come down, and it ain't going to be me. Just think of all the people that have come and gone here, that have tried to make a stay. And remember your name. There's going to come a time. There's going to come a time where you're going to be held responsible. Like I said, it ain't going to be me. My weapon's right here. I don't need guns or bullets, knives, clubs, or sticks or bats. My weapon is the word of mouth and the freedom of speech I have so far. There's my weapon. Alrighty then. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye.